Hey guys, welcome back to the channel at Clarice, and this is the morning of the 25th. I think it's Tuesday the 25th today, and I'm just out checking as we have finally got a few days of lower temperatures. So I'm just out to check the garden, and it's amazing what lower temperatures can do. This is yesterday, that was last night, what I'd cut off these plants. And there's another big bunch there, all crispy. But as you can see, I think it's 16 or 17, which is absolutely lovely. A better night's sleep last night. But in terms of the garden, as you can see, my sweet potatoes are starting to look up a wee bit and green up a wee bit, which is brilliant. But as I've just said to Steve Digwell at Digwell Greenfingers, if you've not watched his channel, jump over and check him out. I was hoping that this was a sign of things to come, but indeed it has not. We have to get a couple of days of this and it's back up to the late or the high 30s again. There's another load. That was last night. I had to wait till about 9 o'clock to cut off all those crispy leaves as it was far too hot. As you can see, no grass apart from around the side or along the tree line, but the fence line. Good morning, little sunflower. We have a lovely little sunflower here. This side here, as I showed you a few weeks ago, guys, it was absolutely chock-a-block with leaves and flowers. But the sun has done its damage on this as well, so we've only got 3. Jack of all trades or something along the lines. I think we've got 3 in here. I suppose 3 is better than nothing. And this is just a few of those lettuces and beetroot that I'd sown last week. I tried my hardest to keep them in as much shade as possible. So these here are the ones that were already inside. The beetroot's like a wee bit of hit and miss. Not too many that's come up in here at all. But over on the other side I have pricked some of these lettuce out. As I said, I did try and get them sown as thin as possible. And the seeds that I'm thinking about sowing, I went through all the box last night. Definitely the cylindrica beetroot. They're like carrot shaped beetroot, and let me see, yes, they're up to July as well, because quite a few of them, as you can imagine, again with the heat, have not done too well on the ground. But we do have some beetroot and have lifted some beetroot. The radish red meat, that's your winter radish, they all bolted, so I'm going to pop some of them in. I am definitely going to do some more green beans, because in terms of my my gut health, I can have as many of these as I possibly can muster. I can still... Right, these are all a little bit tatty, but as I did say at the beginning of the year, I am indeed using these until, well, they're just faulty bits basically. But I'm going to be putting in some green beans. I've also some direct, but since we're to get the heat again in a few days' time, I think I'm going to put them in modules and hide them in the shade, and hopefully they'll come to life inside these, and I can get them out after it cools down a wee bit. That is the plan. And only carrots that I've got left that I can do before the end of July is my bolero, which as you can see are very long, but I won't get the big long ones because of the clay soil, but they're going in anyway. And I thought I had spinach, but I wasn't sure, and I did find some matador spinach, and they can go into, you can sow them up until month 9, so they're good to go. And I think these are dwarf green beans, so I'm going to try and get some of them in as well. And we have kitten red spinach. So these are March to May or July to October. And we do have some celery in the garden that's fighting for their real lives, God love them. But up until July, yes, again, I can indeed get these in. So with it being, and then my mace or lamb's lettuce. We were meant to have heavy rains this morning, and the weatherman talks a load of guff because we've not had nothing, and I've just checked the weather report there the now, and it says it's to be dry all day. Whilst it kind of cools down a wee bit for the next 2 or 3 days, I think I am going to go ahead, and that's what I'm going to be doing today. And this is the tomatoes that I've picked that need processed for my my sauces. That is the beginnings of a rose de Bern, but that's as big as it got. We have a mixture, but I think this is a pineapple variety. And we've got one off the plant. We only got one off that plant because, as I said, everything has just frazzled up. These are called jaune, just yellow tomatoes. It's a French variety. Right, Sky. And there's only one in that plant as well. But we do have quite a few, which is unusual for me, quite a few of the marmande, but the pièce de résistance is indeed my rose de Bern. Look at the colour of that, lovely kind of pinky colour, absolutely smells delightful. So I have run out of seeds, so one of them will be for seed saving. Then you've got your little cherry one. I picked some of these a wee bit earlier, and they'll just ripen together. And over here we have some more, but as I said, they should be about 3 times as much as these tomatoes, but I'm not complaining because last year we never got any due to the early blight. And what are you looking for? And I think there's a small chihuahua that's wanting some attention, as in running about the garden. They like a mad half hour running about down the bottom in the morning and at night. What are you seeing? What are you seeing? Tell your Gangan, what is it? That's just a wee quickie this morning. Just a wee peek. And to finish off, as you seen last year, I think it was last year I did it, how long you can keep your pumpkins for. Well, it's July, I can't remember. I would need to look in my playlist. The last one that we done, it started going mushy at the top, like that one. A lot of these will be going, ooh. But when you cut that opened, there'll be quite a bit of that can get taken off, and the rest will be fine and dandy. So that is an absolute massive job that I've got to do today. And then I don't know whether I'm going to freeze it in chunks, maybe roast it first, can it, I don't know, but that is definitely a big job to do. And moving over here, we already do have one of those little jack of all trade pumpkins, but look at that. Look at the size of that courgette, guys. That's the purple courgette that I'd left and couldn't find. And obviously it's overgrown. And that's the one from last night when I was cutting all the dead leaves off. So these both are to be processed today, and that one can be left. I'll give you a wee quick look at the Hello Fresh, because I did make one last night. I'm not going to this week do a video, I don't think, guys, because my diverticulitis, whatever you call it, I am not meant to have, is it the sauce that's in this? I did suffer last night, but that's what I made last night, and it's like it's a leg of chicken with some ranch sauce, and it was the ranch sauce that kind of upset me, and the pain that I was in last night was unbelievable, because I am not meant to be having dairy. And as you can see there, with the ingredients, we did have a mayonnaise, and we did have, was it yogurt or creme fraiche? So the other one is in the freezer, is the second one, sorry for the shadow, which is fish and chips and homemade tzatziki sauce. So that looks rather nice as well, but I think what I'm going to do is have the fish and just have the fish with the salad and just skip the sauce. I don't know if you can freeze the sauce, I'll need to look that up. And my third one, which does look absolutely gorgeous, it's chicken again, and the portions, I must admit, were rather nice, good size, and I cooked them and the fish last night, so they're wrapped up in tin foil in the fridge. And I could indeed have this. I might actually have this one either tonight or tomorrow. But I'm on the fence as to whether to have that or just to leave my stomach for the next 2 or 3 days and put that in the freezer. What I did make last night was 6 little breakfast type oatcakes, and these were with my 2 bananas that I'd saved. I'll make banana bread I think next week, and I'll pick up another couple of bananas. But there's bananas in there, there's raisins in there, some chia seeds and porridge oats mixed up together with a little bit of honey and popped in the oven for 12-15 minutes. And I must admit, these are absolutely gorgeous. Wait to get you in the light. And these are absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. As you can see, I've had 3. I had 1 last night and then I had 2 this morning for my breakfast. So I'm going to be wrapping them up as well and have them possibly tomorrow. So there you have it this morning, guys. Like Steve says, it's a wee bit of a mashup. Excuse me. This time of the morning, very early, and I'll catch you on the next one. But these are absolutely beautiful. Look at the colour of them. Absolutely gorgeous. Till the next time, au revoir, to the pip, guys. Stay safe and bye-byes.